Hello, welcome back to Water. My name is Beast. Today we're back with Riddle Joker. You may be asking, why the fuck am I doing this? Because I felt like it at the video was that we recorded before. We felt a little short. So I just decided, fuck it, why the fuck not? Start Nanami-Route. Why not? Now for the first time in the entire game, we will now stop neglecting Nanami with every single choice. So yes. Ask Nanami if she wants to try. There we go, now you can actually see my mouse. Ooh, it's here! Ask Nanami if she wants to try. Nanami? You want to try it too if you could try it too if you're interested. I doubt most normal siblings would, even those that are exceptionally close. I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit here because I legitimately used just I don't know why, but I legitimately used to be like the bar my little sister used to try what I don't know what Klimtsuge is in English right now. Hold on. Pull-ups. There we go. Pull-ups. Like my arm used for a certain amount of time used to be the bar my little sister used for pull-ups. There doesn't need to be like a certain age difference though, but it's because of because you actually need to have enough strength to hold them. But that wouldn't really be a problem for him. So I feel like as kids they would have done that. If they were actual siblings. Since they're adopted siblings, however, they probably wouldn't have gotten close enough in the age range where that would be the thing you go for. So, not really. Anyways. Besides, our relationship isn't exactly the same as most other siblings out there. Like me, she was also adopted by our dad when she was in elementary school. You don't need any reminder that we're not actually related. There have been times when I've carried her, but only when a mission demanded it. We don't engage in any sort of physical intimacy on a regular basis. I know why that is. Ever since the day we've met, she's always been registered as a member of the opposite sex in my mind. It's actually nice that they immediately establish it, that he doesn't feel like, yes, she feels like a sister. Nanami-chan, 私の代わりにぶら下がってみてくれない？どうして私が？誰かがぶら下がってる状態を外から観察してみたいんだよ。Sneaky Maya, sneaky, I like it. いや、でも私重いですから。重いだなんて。ななみちゃんの体格で重いって言うのなら、私なんて。Everyone pretty much weighs above 30 kilos, so slight differences don't matter, really. Or what, are you saying you're chubbier than you look, Nanami? Hop on then. I really would shudder if you were as light as a feather. She takes hold of my arm after that short back and forth. Honest to God, I would be the kind of guy who would just like hold his arm out like that. The moment she like lifts up her feet to actually hang, like ooh. I then proceed to lift her up. And hey, this time his nipples should actually be safe. I don't know how many actually remember that scene. That's been quite a while at this point. I told you one person's a cinch. Heck, you're lighter than I thought.
思ったよりってどれぐらい重いと思ってたの？ほんと失礼。
Calm down or you're gonna fall.
危ない危ない。
How does it feel?
あ、うん。先輩が言ってた通り、本当に木の枝みたいだね。
Just tell me if you get tired.
うん。
There we go, that's that
フローチャート画
done.
面です。
Now let's go ahead and neglect Chisaki real quick. I probably shouldn't touch upon this subject. Saying tactless things to girls is like my trademark thing to do by now. Might end up hurting her feelings if I say something she doesn't want to hear. Man, what's taking her so long?
ですね。ちょっと声をかけてみます。ななみちゃん、どう？その水着は。それがサイズが小さくて。そうなの？もう着替え終えてるんだよね。カーテン開けてもいい？
There we go, now we're done with that.
フローチャート画面だよ。
It's bad that that's actually something that's also happened in Chizuki's route, so it won't be in Nanami's route, because I'm not going through that scene again. Anyways, Nanami seems upset. Give her a sincere compliment. Am I right? Give her a sincere compliment. I wanted to select yes. I'm sorry. I think you look great in it, honestly.
本当に？
Oh, yeah, I really like that color and design on you. Nothing stands out. Everything is perfect. My verdict is you look very cute.
そうかな。
I do have a few worries as your brother, though.
心配って何が？
Just that you might attract male attention wearing that. And needless to say, I will not allow my sister to date some sicko who's only after her for her body.
またそんなシスコンみたいなこと言う。
Like, I wouldn't call that siscon. It's overprotective.
でもそんなキモい心配をするぐらい似合ってるってことならありがとう。バックログ画面だね。
Like, the whole, this entire part here, that's solely overprotectiveness. The one before that, siscon. This one, overprotectiveness. Which I'm also guilty of. I will beat the shit out of anyone who dares, like, harm my little sister. But that's just, like, the general, like, emotion a brother feels. Like, buddy, you try to hurt this small creature under my protection, and you will regret it. Especially in my family, since, you will probably be beat by me, squashed by my brother, and probably ran over by my dad. And potentially shot by my mother. Anyways, stop calling me creepy.
ななみさん、そっか。今日はななみさんのクラスと合同なんです。フローチャート画面だよ。
There we go, that's that. I'm supposed to go to the president's room and ask Mitsukasa. Apparently, how about something different today? Since that is actually a Nanami-Route choice. And then Mayu, apparently. And just like that, we are suddenly at Nanami's route. Everything proceeding as planned, blah 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 blah. Skip the next scene. Not like worries me he's gonna get me anywhere. I should sleep.
フローチャート画面だね。
And Nanami. Apparently that trying to sleep is also gonna be for Ayase then? Huh. Intriguing. Actually, hold on. Now there are two more rounds. That and that. Checks out. I'm just stupid. It won't be easy to fall asleep when I'm this agitated, but hopefully it won't be long after I get under my covers and close my eyes. But right as I'm about to head towards my bed, my phone starts ringing. It's calling me. Maybe something urgent came up. God only knows. The confusion only heightens when I look at the name on the screen. Hello?
サトルくん、こんな時間にごめんね。
What's up, Nanami? Something about the cafe for tomorrow? You didn't, screw something up earlier. We didn't screw something up early, did we?
そうじゃないよ。そうじゃないんだけど、そっちに行ってもいい？
Like right now?
ダメ？
Sure, I don't mind.
よかった。じゃあ今から降りるね。ちょっと待ってて。
What do you mean? Wait, Nanami, are you there? Are you there? She hung up on me. I walk over to the window, open the curtains, and not a second later I see a rope drop down. I don't see anyone on the ground below, so hopefully we won't get caught doing this. After that, I open the window and pull Nanami in.
よいしょっと。
I guess her theme is sympathy then. You know what? I'm fucking curious. I'm really tempted to just like quickly tab out of this and check the regular version of sympathy, just because apparently a lot of people like Nanami because of her character theme. Anyways, how many times have I told you if you want to talk, I can just walk up there to you? But I guess you at least gave me a full warning this time. But whatever. What's up? Everything all right?
それはその
And you're so obvious. Let me guess, you're worried about whether or not people are gonna like your food tomorrow and you can't sleep. You're afraid of letting everyone down when they place such important responsibilities on your shoulders.
何のこと？
Responsibility on your shoulders.
そういう決めつけは良くないよ。
You're my sister, Nanami, and know what's on your mind.
なんか見透かされてるみたいで嫌だな。
You're the same way, though. Come on, it's alright. You're the greatest chef alive, Nanami. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can cook better than you can.
またそんなことを言って。ほんと適当なことばっかり言うんだから。
Like, here's the thing. I wouldn't mind if they, like, jokingly went like, "Oh, brother, why would you do something like that?" Like, as a joke. But they are to stop the Oni-chans as soon as fucking possible. What's the problem? I meant it, not joking around. Everyone else tried it, didn't they? Know what they say?
でも気を使ってくれてただけかもしれないじゃない。
Look, Nanami, I ate your food every day for years. I promise you it tasted just fine. Everyone's invested in making this cafe a success. They wouldn't lie just to avoid hurting your feelings. They really genuinely thought it was good. Just cook like you used to and you'll be fine. Trust me, Nanami, you're good.
わかった。明日は頑張って料理するね。
Yeah, you've got a big job and we're counting on you. Well, do you feel at least a little bit better now?
少しはマシになったかな。ありがとね。
Need to stop messing around with the dice set. Oh wow, I actually rolled 2 3s on 2 d20s. I just rolled normally and 2 3s actually showed up. That's actually rather lucky. Just 2 of the same number. Like I said, I just need to stop messing around with this. Anything for you?
じゃあ今度は私が話を聞いてあげる。
Anyways, that should be everything, so I don't need the choice guide anymore. What do you mean?
サトルくんも不安なんでしょ？もしかして綾瀬先輩のこと？わかるよ。だって兄弟だもん。
But you die! I immediately, Kyoda and immediately think of that joke from good old JFJ's video. Also, pray for Nishikiyama and all that. I know what you meant. It does feel kind of uncomfortable when someone can always tell what's on your mind. Especially so when that someone is your little sister. Stop. I don't know, but I don't know if I'd really say I'm anxious so much as restless.
大丈夫だよ。私も気をつけるし、突版のみんなも応援に来てくれるんでしょ。それに、サトルくんなら、
Stop.
お兄ちゃんなら大丈夫。読み返しますか？
You know what? I accidentally skipped over something, I think, but I don't fucking care. Thanks. I know words may be baseless, but hearing them from my sweet little sister, stop, has this incredibly soothing effect.
そんなに不安になるなんて仕方ないな。しょうがないから、今日は私が一緒に寝てあげる。
What? How does that make any sense?
だって一人になると不安でしょ。だから兄を思う妹として仕方なく一緒に寝てあげる。
Are you sure I'm the one too nervous to sleep alone? Because you sure make it sound like it's you.
そんなことないもん。それともダメ？
Fine, but only this once, okay?
ありがとう、お兄ちゃん。サトルくん、もう寝た？
Nope.
起きてるじゃん。
Come on, get to sleep already. We've got a busy day ahead of us tomorrow.
それは分かってるんだけどね。
Want me to sing you a lullaby?
いらない。サトルくん、あんまり歌が上手くないもん。逆に眠れなくなりそう。それに、こうしてるだけで十分。
Glad to
この
help.
ベッド、サトルくんの匂いがする。ちょっと臭い。
You have your own bed waiting for you up there.
でも、嫌いじゃないよ。安心できる。
Do you have any perfume on right now?
そんなのつけてないよ。香水なんてつける習慣もないし。そんなのつけてたら任務の時に邪魔になるもん。
Guess that's just your natural smell. It's nice and sweet.
ちょっと人の匂いを嗅がないでよ。変態なの？
You sure you want to say that right now? I can smell it without trying, you know. Besides, it's a nice smell. Don't be ashamed.
そっか。それならいいか。いや、いいのか？
Quit talking and go to sleep. I'm not waking you up if you oversleep.
サトルくんに言われたくないな。毎日私に起こされてたくせに。
Keyword used to. I can wake up without your help now. Heck, I'm even jogging in the mornings now. Probably honestly wake up earlier than you.
そうだったんだ。
Well, don't worry. I'll wake you up if you sleep in.
お兄ちゃんが私を起こすって面白いね。じゃあその言葉を信用させてもらおうかな。
Oh, and also, if you wake up before me, don't leave the room for whatever reason. If they spot my little sister walking out of my room bright and early in the morning, they label me a siscon and God knows what else.
いや今のままでも十分シスコンだと思うけどね。普通お兄ちゃんが妹と一緒に寝ることなんてないよ。
Hey, you're the one who asked.
だからありがとう。おやすみ、お兄ちゃん。
Stop. Good night, Nanami. Not even a minute later, she's softly breathing in and out. Listening to those calming, rhythmical noises is making me really drowsy. Maybe sleeping with her actually is allowing me to relax some. I teased her about it, but maybe I should be thankful. Before long, my mind begins to fade and I drift away into sleep.
Riddle Joker.
Alright, time to get up, I guess. Slept surprisingly well last night. Wait, why do I feel so heavy? My back feels pretty hot for some reason. Alright, Nanami came over and slept here with me last night. Just sleepy noises. She's sleeping peacefully next to me. Today's a big day, and it looks like she slept a little too well, much like me. That's fine, she should be able to stay nice and focused throughout the day. Don't want to disturb her slumber, but time's a waste. Nanami, rise and shine, time to get up. Come on, sleepyhead, it's morning and we've got a fair to go to. Good morning.
まさか本当に起こされることになるとは思ってなかった。
See, I'm perfectly capable of being responsible.
ちょっと早起きした程度で偉そうに。でもありがとう。昨日は安心して眠れた。
Glad to hear.
今日は頑張らないとね。
Yep, let's do this. Is the rope still outside?
フローチャート画面です。
All the way down here.
フローチャート画面だね。
Mission complete. That's the only one that's actually called Mission Complete. So Nanami apparently doesn't require you to go to have her involved with healing. Because taking the initiative is only for Hazuki then? It's probably also going to be for Ayase. Since it didn't even give me the option of check on her. Anyways, I can hear Mitsukasa singing off in the distance. It's the same voice I heard in that promotional video of hers. She's got a great singing voice. She herself was pretty averse to the whole thing, I know. Even so, she's doing the job that was asked of her without letting that reluctance show. I mean, I'm not even there, and I can tell the crowd's having an absolute blast. Listening to her song and the noise of excitement, I absentmindedly gaze up at the sky.
こんなところにいたんだ、サトル君。
Hey, what's wrong? Did something come up?
そういうわけじゃないよ。誰かに今日の騒ぎを気づかれた様子もないから、このまま無事に終わると思う。
Yeah, that was great. But why were you looking for me then?
別に特別な要件があるわけじゃないけど、サトル君の姿が見えなかったから。こんなところで、しかも一人で、何してるの？もしかして何か任務？
Nah, Dad's not cruel enough to do that after everything I've been through today. Besides, he's busy with cleanup work. I was just kind of relaxing and resting up. I'm a bit tired, as you can probably imagine.
それって、どこか怪我をしたとか、そういうのでもない？
Nope. I would have called you over here to heal me if I was.
遠慮とかしてるわけじゃないなら、いいんだけど。
I am, I promise. It was a bit of a close call, but Dad managed to come in just in the nick of time and saved my ass. Heck, I don't even have a scratch on me.
そっか。それにしても、お父さんってすごかったんだね。
Oh, me neither. I knew he was a good shooter, but man.
サトル君でも無理？
Not even close. I'm not even good enough with guns. I'm not even good with guns in the first place.
そうだっけ？
I mean, I learned how to use them, but I've never used a firearm on a mission, and I have zero practical experience. Since we're astrals, we much more often use our abilities to resolve situations. Also, whenever you fire a gun, it comes with its fair share of paperwork, and nobody likes paperwork. Moreover, we usually opt for surprise attacks using the stealth function of our uniforms. It would never devolve into a shootout. You learned how to fire a gun too during training, right? So you probably understand why I'm so amazed by what he did.
まあ、一応、わかるような、わからないような。
Why the vague reply? You didn't fake your grade, did you?
してないってば。そもそも私が受けた訓練ってサポートのやつだもん。銃の扱い方は学んだけど、その成績は関係なかったの。
Meaning?
訓練の最中、一発も的に当てることができなかったから。どれぐらい難しいっていうのは全然わかんないの。
Wow. I didn't know you were that clumsy.
うるさいな。そんなこと自分が一番わかってる。でも仕方ないじゃない。苦手なものは苦手なんだから。私だってできることならもっと役に立ちたい。今日の任務だってほとんどお留守番みたいなものだったし。
Sorry, I apologize. I apologize. That was insensitive of me. I wasn't trying to offend you or put you down or anything. Really, you're helping me out a whole lot. More than you think. I'm always thankful for what you do. I mean, you may not be good at physical stuff, but I'm also really crappy with technology, which you're amazing at. I'd be doomed on missions without you, and I mean it.
おかしい。
What is?
サトルくんが私の気持ちをおもんぱかってる。絶対おかしい。やっぱりお昼に怪我した。まさか頭を打ったの？
Wow, fucking rude. You know, you're pretty mean to me at times.
そう？そんなことないってば。もしそうだとしても、親愛の証ってやつ？だから安心していいよ、お兄ちゃん。
Fuck off, Nanami. Nothing makes a brother happier than his little sister saying she loves him.
でしょ？
Something I've never experienced. Well, what I'm trying to say is I'm grateful to you. Heck, before we moved here, you were even taking care of all the housework for me in addition to supporting me on missions. So, thanks, Nanami. I really mean it.
なに？急に何なの？そんなに言われるとくすぐったい。本当に頭を打ったんじゃない？それか何か悪いものでも食べたとか。
Is it that strange for me to thank you?
そう思っちゃうぐらいめったに聞かなかったってこと。
What the fuck? Really?
そうだよ。それに感謝の言葉を言うならこの学院に入るよりも前、実際に家事をしてる時に言ってほしかったな。なんてね。
Sorry.
もういいよ。怒ってるわけじゃないしね。それにサトルくんが塩らしいままだと明日は雨になるかもしれないしね。
I wasn't specifically trying to act that way.
それぐらい今日は疲れたってことじゃない？
Could be. I was extremely stressed out throughout the day.
そんなに疲れたならしょうがないから妹の膝を貸してあげようか。
For what?
だから膝枕ってやつ？まあ膝というか太ももかもしれないけど。
So in other words, she's offering to let me rest my head on her thighs. Huh. That sounds pretty comfy. Kind of like a foam pillow.
女の子に向かって足が太いとか言うのはどうかと思うよ。
I've seen thicker, so.
そういうの本人が一番気にしてるんだからね。
Never said that they were fat. The thought didn't even cross my mind. You don't need to worry about your weight. Promise you, you're very attractive the way you are now. I'd actually start to worry about you if you got any more slender.
ありがとう。それでどうする？膝枕してあげよっか。
Appreciate the offer, but I'll pass. People might think I'm a siscon if they saw me resting on my sister's lap. What?
いや、それはもう手遅れというか、すでにシスコンだと思われてる。多分。
Huh? What did I ever do to earn that label?
どこって言われてもな。わりかし全体的に
No way!
もうちょっと自覚した方がいいと思うよ。
I refuse to accept this!
まあ、嫌いではないけどね、私は。ちょっと気持ち悪いところもあるかもしれないけどね。
Are you trying to cheer me up? Feels like you're rubbing salt in the wound.
フォローしたつもりなんだけどな。
But right at the moment, we noticed something. Thunderous applause happening in the distance.
終わったみたいだね。
Yeah.
今日はお疲れ様、サトルくん。
You too, Nanami. Starting tomorrow, it'll be back to business as usual at school. And there will also be new missions in store for us too, surely. But tonight, at least, I think I'll be able to sleep peacefully and soundly.
リドルジョーカー。
Oh, so she's a witch. A witch!
昨日はご苦労だった。
The achievement I got is my little sister, my backup partner, and I already regret it.
フローチャート画面だよ。
Hidden jealousy, I already regret it. I keep repeating myself, I regret this. I do not want to go through this. Help. Wonder if this new version fixed the problem I had with, like, creating new cameras. Add video capturing device. Okay. Full HD cam. OBS virtual camera? The fuck does that do? What the fuck is that? I got to game capture as well. That currently doesn't have anything connected. Yeah, it still doesn't like this. So, So I still will never be able to actually edit and create a new camera. I will always have to just edit the one that you can currently see right now. Like, ooh! Thank you for your job well done yesterday. I'm Ryunosuke right now. I'm a deadbeat dad. Not actually, though. Ryunosuke seems like to be an actually good father. It's just that you look at him, like you give him one look, and it just looks like he'd be a deadbeat dad, even though he isn't. Anyways, saved my skin honestly, so thank you for that.
一応確認するが、怪我はないよな。当ててないよな。
I'm perfectly fine, no scratches, no anything.
そうか。いや、俺も現場に出なくなって久しいからな。とっさに撃ったが、正直心臓バクバクだったんだ。
Your accuracy was still incredibly impressive
10年
though.
前はアストラル能力を持ってない隊員も多かったからな。そういうやつが現場に出るにはあれぐらいを求められたんだ。その頃の俺ならもう少し早く撃てただろうな。昨日は慎重に狙いを定めていたから。
The inhumane speed was him taking his time. That inhumane speed was... Inhuman speed was him taking his time. Sorry. It was basically almost like normal rapid fire.
ま、その話はどうでもいい。そろそろ本題に入ろう。
Have you figured out anything about those guys?
昨日の今日だ。さすがに全てが丸裸とはいかないが、大体のことは判明している。連中の所属はおそらくうちと同じだ。
Wait, do you mean?
非公開組織だ。
Seriously? Wait, why would the government be after Mitsukasa?
お前も知っての通り、アストラル能力についての立ち位置は微妙なんだ。政府も国民も今は一応なんとか有益に活用すべきという流れになっている。だが危険視する人間も少なくない。アストラルは管理・規制を徹底的に行うべき。そんな考えも政府与党内にすら残っている。
So they're part of the anti-Astron faction. They targeted Mitsukasa as part of some plan?
おそらく例の失踪者たちもな。
Wouldn't that mean that Mitsukasa will never truly be safe as long as anti-Astron government officials exist?
その心配はもっともだが問題はない。すでに上の人間は抑えた。何もできない。
Seriously? You guys work fast.
つまり上にとっても厄介な問題というわけだ。そりゃ対応も早くなるさ。
I see.
すでに三笠綾瀬に関しての任務を放棄する命令は下されている。安心しろ。彼女にも伝えてやるといい。
Alright. Hearing that, I finally relaxed a little.
そんなわけでお前の護衛任務も終了とする。ご苦労だったな。
Well, it was my screw-up that caused all this in the first place. I should apologize for all the extra work I gave you.
おかげで騒動が大きくなる前に対応できたんだ。それに全ての任務が終わったわけじゃない。お前たちの潜入任務は続行だ。しっかり勉強してちゃんと卒業するように。
Yes, sir.
また何かあればすぐに連絡を。ああ、それと今のところはお前たちに下す新しい任務の予定はない。安心して羽でも伸ばしてろ。
Alright, thanks.
じゃあな。
And the call and sat down on my bed. Everything Major's done with for now. That's good. Cause I'll kick back and relax like you told me to. So you shouldn't have to worry about these guys coming after you anymore. Well, we still need to do a bit more investigating to catch all of them, but there isn't any immediate danger to you.
それなら一安心ですね。じゃあ
Oops.
有原くんの護衛任務も終わりってことですか？
Right. But you can still count on me if you ever need help with something. I may not be your bodyguard, but as your friend, I'm still willing to help.
ありがとう。それならその時には期待させてもらいますね。
She puts on her usual facade and smiles sweetly at me.
でも任務が終わったってことは有原くんはこの学院を去るんじゃないんですか？
Slowly shake my head in response to her question. Transferring in and then right out would be way too suspicious. Plan is to stay here until graduation, barring any changes or difficulties.
そっか。じゃあこれからもよろしく。
Same here. Nope, actually she's let up that facade a bit. She smiles at me in a way that makes me feel like I'm getting tiny glimpses of her true self peeking through cracks in that mask. I think what she and I are both tacitly communicating here is that we should put each other's secrets aside and go back to how things originally were.
フローチャート画面だね。
Just making sure that I wasn't a massive moron. After a brief exchange, she decided to head back up to her room. I, on the other hand, swing by the canteen for breakfast. The Astral Expo fair concluded yesterday. However, our work is not done yet. Is not yet done. Students who organize displays or other attractions still need to clean up. Our exhibit used chairs and tables made out of water. For our part, we already undid the ability that allowed them to maintain that form yesterday. Other than that, we also used kitchen equipment, but as we learned today, it had been collected earlier by the company it was rented from. So essentially, there was no more cleanup for us to do. That said, there was one thing we agreed upon to get permission to use this pool area.
プール掃除ですね。
Oh, they're gonna clean the pool. The condition for us to use the pool was draining it and then cleaning it just in case, since food had been served at the poolside. From what I hear, they clean the pool regularly when there aren't classes going on in it. Proper maintenance of the equipment and devices are, of course, carried out by a professional contractor, but not cleaning up the floors and walls.
にしてもプールの掃除なんて初めてだ。
こんな大きさともなると大変そう。
そうだね。ブラシできれいにするってなるとかなり大変そう。まあ言っても仕方ないですよ。
So let's go ahead and get started. We need to drain it first before we can clean the walls and floor, right?
衛生管理はちゃんと行ってるからぬめりとか分かりやすい汚れもないらしいんだけどね。
念のため隅々まできれいにしておくことという話です。
あと目立つゴミの回収だね。
まずはブラシをかけるんですね。千咲ちゃん、なんか元気だね。プールの掃除なんてめったにできることじゃないからね。なんか楽しそうじゃない？でもさすがにこの面積は大変かもしれないけど、一人じゃない、みんなでやるんだから。そうだね。文句を言ってても仕方ないよね。そういうこと。ってなわけで頑張ろう。もうダメ、私疲れました。
腰が痛い。腕もパンパン、太ももガクガク。
まさかここまで大変だとは。
これ絶対7人だけでやるような仕事じゃないって。確かにこれは辛いな。
I mean, the pool they had in Wagamama High Spec didn't seem any smaller than this one. And yet they cleaned it with 5 people. And no
ど
one
れぐらい
complained.
終わってますか？
みんな合わせて3分の1ってところかな。まだ半分も終わってないのか。
少し休憩しませんか？ぜひ賛成したいです。
お姉さんもちょっと休みたいかも。
先は長いですし、今ここで無理するよりもゆっくりしましょうか。
じゃあ少し休憩ってことにしよう。体のあちこちが痛い。
大丈夫ですか？もしよければ私の能力で治しましょうか。
ありがとう。でも今はその気持ちだけでいいよ。まだまだ作業が残ってるから。今直してもらっても2度手間、下手すると3度手間になるかもしれない。
明日には筋肉痛になりそうかも。
お姉さんはあさってになるかな。
Sweeping really does a number on your back, doesn't it?
サトルくんでも辛いの？なんかケロッとしてるように見えるけど。
I've got plenty of stamina, but my back does ache after having to bend over all that time.
そっか。体を鍛えててもこの作業は辛いんだ。もしかして体が鍛えられる。つまりダイエット効果もある。
You gotta exercise regularly for it to take effect.
しかもこの作業を毎日やってたら逆に腰を痛めそうな気がする。
手早く終わらせることができればいいんですが、この広さですから。
Oh, the pool actually seems to be empty.
ブラシじゃなくせめて掃除機なんかがあると楽なんだが。
ゴミを吸い上げればいい普通の掃除とは違いますからね。
そっか、その手があるか。
先輩。
能力を使えばプールの掃除を簡単に終わらせることができるかも。先輩の能力でそんなことができるんですか？ああ、いや、私の能力ではなくて二条院さんの能力ならってことなんだけど。私ですか？
I was not gonna suggest that.
なるほど。これなら確かに楽に掃除ができますね。
I was not gonna suggest that because we know that control seemed somewhat iffy. After that, Nijuin stretches out her arms to create a small-sized water sprout, which she then moves around. The area in contact with the floor is smaller than that of the broom, but on the upside, no one has to strain their legs and backs. The only problem, though, is that we're essentially shoving all the work onto Nijuin.
これならブラシでこすらなくても掃除ができるでしょ。ただ二条院さんに任せっきりになっちゃうのが問題かな。いえ、気にしないでください。これぐらい何でもありません。二条院さんがそう言ってくれるなら押し付けちゃって本当にごめんね。でもとっても助かる。私としても腰を曲げてブラシでこするよりこちらの方が楽ですから。
Could the water sound stop, please?
ボタンをカスタマイズする？お好みの設定にしてください。
サウンド関係だ。
That's a lot better.
お好みの設定にしてください。
私としても腰を曲げてブラシでこするよりこちらの方が楽ですから。
Oops.
ではプールの中は私の能力でこのままきれいにしますので。
Thanks, really. You're saving my back from more pain.
あ、任せてくれ。
じゃあ僕らはプールサイドの掃除をやっちゃおうか。
せめてそっちぐらいは私たちがブラシできれいにしちゃいましょ
あ、ゴミを集めるのは私の能力を使えば楽にできると思います。最後にまとめてやりましょう。
う。いいんですか？
二条院さんに任せっきりにするのは申し訳ありませんし、それに正直に言えば楽をしたいのは私も同じですから。
Alright, I guess we'll go with that plan. Thanks.
私が言い出したことですから任せてください。じゃあまずはきれいにしましょう。
Yeah.
一気にゴールが近く現実的になった気がします。よーし、やる気出てきた。今度こそ頑張ろう。
With renewed vigor, now that an end is in sight, we get back to work. Sweeping the floor is still quite strenuous, but thanks to Nijuin's ability, it's gotten a lot easier for us. To whine would be rude to her, given that she's taking care of the hardest part. But one probably feels the same way. The cleaning proceeded smoothly, and we were able to get it done sooner than we thought. Now all we had left to do was gather the trash.
狙い通りゴミだけが浮いているな。
じゃあこのまま回収してしまいますね。
いえ、待ってください。このまま一箇所に集めてしまいますから。
おー、すごいもんだね。
何度見ても不思議な光景ですね。
こんなものでしょうか。回収をお願いできますか？
Nanami walks over to the gathered trash and puts it all into a garbage bag. With that, our pool cleaning work is finished.
すごい、もう終わっちゃった。
Thought we'd be stuck here forever at first.
さすがだね。三笠さんも二条院さんも。
こんなに早く終わったのは2人のおかげだよ。おかげで筋肉痛に悩まされることはなさそう。本当にありがとう。いえ、そんな大層なことをしたわけではありませんから。それにあのまま続けていたら私たちも筋肉痛で苦しむことになっていたかもしれませんから。
あとはゴミを出して先生に報告すればおしまいですね。
As the expo fair is truly over for us now.
終わるのが寂しいぐらい楽しかったです。
I can feel that there's still something in there, but it won't get out. Ah.
そうだね。でもさすがに続けられることじゃないしね。それにやはり水着で接客は恥ずかしい。思い返すだけでも顔から火が出そうだ。いや、成功したことは素直に嬉しいんだが。
そうだ、成功を祝って打ち上げとかしませんか？打ち上げって発表祭の？そう、昨日は学院が閉幕式として綾瀬先輩が歌を披露してたじゃないですか。
カラオケ？
盛り上がってたよね。
The moment the topic is brought up, Mitsukasa falls silent and makes an expression that screams, "Please don't remind me of it." I don't know if she just got swept up in the excitement or what, but she acted her part well yesterday.
皆さん、今日は楽しかったですか？これが最後になりますが、盛り上がっていきましょう。
She was actively hyping up the crowd with a dazzling smile on her face. Felt like I was looking up at a true pop idol. Now that the excitement has worn off and she's gone back to normal, I suppose the embarrassment is really hitting her hard. Even now.
こっちを見るな。
She's glaring at me so angrily that I can practically hear her voice in my head.
とっても素敵だったと思います。ありがとうございます。でもあれだけだと綾瀬先輩は楽しませる側だけで終わっちゃうじゃないですか。ありがとうございます、千咲さん。でも私のことなら気にしないでください。まあまあそう言わずに、綾瀬先輩のこともありますが、私たちが開いた水着喫茶の成功を祝う意味もあるんですから。
そうだね。あんなに大盛況だったんだから、それをお祝いしてもいいかも。
赤字も免れたんですよね。だったらその売り上げを使ってしまえばいいんじゃないですか？
いいね。大儲けってほどじゃないけど、僕らが打ち上げするぐらいなら十分な金額だよ。
利益をそのまま分配するよりも、私はそうやって使う方がいいと思う。
まあ私たちの喫茶店の打ち上げということなら、私も反対するつもりはありませんが。やだ、じゃあ決まりですね。早速準備しないと。
じゃあまずは掃除が終わったことを先生に報告してから着替えて、みんなでどこかに行く？
この人数で外となるとカラオケとかファミレスとかですか？
でもどこかのお店でどんちゃん騒ぎできるほどの儲けではないかも。
No.
学生の模擬店だからね。赤字覚悟で一般的なお店の半額かそれ以下の価格設定だったんだから、トントンで上出来。赤字にならなかったんだからすごいレベルだよ。
Good point.
だったら買い出しに行って寮で打ち上げをするか。
それでいいんじゃないですか？その方がゆっくりもできると思います。じゃあ決まりということで、早速準備に取り掛かっちゃいましょう。
Right, I'll go out and get the stuff with Nanami.
そっちは任せた。
お菓子とジュースを買ってくればいいんだよね。何かこれだけはって注文はある？フローチャート画面ですね。先輩たちにも確認したけど、変なものじゃないなら何でもいいって。 そこら辺はお任せで。わかった。
僕らは部屋で準備してるから、そんなに急がなくてもいいよ。
Gotcha.
じゃあ行ってきます。とりあえずジュースとお茶でしょ。それからお菓子はポテチに、あと何があるかな。
How about mini packaged cookies? Also, maybe some stick candy. You can nibble at them without having to worry about getting your fingers dirty. We'll decide once we get there. That'll probably be easier.
それもそうだね。
Are you excited for the party?
うん、楽しみだよ。こんな風に普通の学生っぽいこと経験するの、ここに来てからだもん。
Having such close friends is also a first for me. What?
サトルくんは楽しくないの？いやいや参加してる？
No, I enjoy hanging out with everyone too. But I've always had to keep my guard up even when doing that. Guess I'm still kind of stuck in that state of mind. Can't just turn it off and enjoy myself without worrying about anything else.
そういう気持ち、わからないではないけど。なんか心配だな。
Why?
若いうちから気持ちの切り替えができない仕事人間になっちゃう兄の未来が、妹はとても心配なのです。
I feel like taking my job seriously is a positive.
真面目に働くだけなのが問題なの。
Yeah, kinda.
気を抜くときには気を抜いて、プライベートを楽しめるようにならないと。そんなことじゃ、ろくに彼女もできないよ。
Is the entire route gonna be Nanami trying to hook him up with people and her just continuously getting more and more jealous? Back. Girlfriend? Yeah, I can't say I really want one, honestly.
そうなの？もしかして、サトルくんってそっちの毛があるの？
Huh?
だから、女の子じゃなく、男の人が好きって。
What? Why are you assuming I'm gay?
だって今、彼女に興味がないって言ったよ。
That doesn't mean I want a boyfriend. I just don't see myself getting intimate with someone while I'm leading a double life. Does that make sense?
なんだ、そういう意味だったの。
Yes, sheesh. How'd you even get it in your head that I'm gay? I'm completely straight.
そっか。でもサトルくん、本当に女っ気がないからな。付き合えないにしても、好きな女の子とかいないの？
Nope.
それって、今は？それとも、今までにも？
Can't think of anyone I've ever had a crush on.
そうなんだ。
Just in case you misinterpret my words again, I'm not into dudes. I've just been busy with other stuff all my life, okay? When I was a kid, I was a rebel and a troublemaker. Instead of chasing skirts, I chased fights. After Dad adopted me, I did mellow out a bit. I soon started working for the organization, and I was too busy with that to go around looking for love. I'm fully aware that I'm missing out on a lot of what makes that lesson so memorable. This is the path I chose, though. I've never once regretted it. However...
はあ、もうちょっと仕事以外にも目を向けないと。私だっていつまでもサトルくんの面倒を見てるわけじゃないんだからね。
I know, I'll see what I can do.
いつもそうやって生返事でごまかす。
Well, why don't we talk about you then?
私？
Now, I know you don't have a boyfriend, but do you have a crush on anyone?
それは、
If you wanted, you could probably snag any guy you set your eyes on. What?
そう思うなら妹を早く安心させてくれませんかね。 生活能力皆無の兄を一人残したままじゃ不安が残りますから。
Sorry, I'll try to shape up.
ちなみになんだけど、もし本当に私が彼氏を連れてきたら、サトルくんはどうするの？
I mean, if you loved the guy, I wouldn't voice any objections. Isn't that what any brother would know?
そっか。
There'd be no need for words. We'd settle it without fists. Naturally, I'd use my astral ability.
その条件は厳しすぎない？サトルくんが一方的にボコボコにしてる未来しか思い浮かばないんだけど。
If a man truly loves a girl, he should be prepared to put his life on the line to protect her. Even if he couldn't beat me, he'd at least need to show her grit and keep fighting till the bitter end.
全時代的。しかもそれって普通はお父さんの役割だよ。
He's gonna join in! It's the whole family's duty. Damn right, damn right. My little sister will bring home a boyfriend, he's gonna have to fist fight first my brother, then my father, and then me, or something like that. Just in the order of actual training.
はいはい。気にしてくれるのもいいけど、まずは自分の心配した方がいいんじゃない？
Yeah, I'll think about it.
そんな弱腰で本当に彼女ができるのか。望み薄だな。でもまあしょうがない。恋人ができるまでは私が世話してあげる。妹だからね。ほんとしょうがない兄を持つと大変だ。
Sorry for the trouble. Despite the complaints she's throwing out, there's a clear smile on her face. I don't think I'm just imagining that.
ほら、早く買い物を済ませちゃおう。
She walks off with a visible spring to her step. Might be strange for me to be having these thoughts about my own sister, but man, she's really cute. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Domestic skills are also top-notch, be it cooking, cleaning, or doing laundry. She may be an astral, but I feel more often than not she's met with gratitude by the people she comes across. Like me, she has no need to work in an organization like the SFD, which operates in secrecy. She'd be much more suited to a normal life, in my opinion. Studying for classes, hanging out with friends after school, going out together. Just normal things that normal girls our age do.
サトルくん、置いてくよ。
Oh, yeah, sorry.
道の真ん中で考え事なんて危ないな。一体どうしたの？
I was just thinking you really seem to be happy.
そうかな。
Do you ever think about quitting the SFD and going back to being a regular school student?
それって私が邪魔ってこと？
Listen here, deadweight. The whole weird deadweight meme in DMC is oddly hilarious to me. No, wait, that's not what I'm saying. I really couldn't get by without your ability and your smarts. I can think of tons of missions where I would have been screwed without you. This one we're on right now, for example. I would never have been able to hack into the AIM's database on my own.
そうだよ。サトルくん機械に疎くて、その手のことは何もできないんだから。
Can't argue with that. I'm truly thankful that I have you. That's not what I was trying to say, though. I mean...
このままサトルくんを一人にする方が心配だから、今のままでいいの。
But I can't deny that I'd be pretty screwed without you. We've gone through this conversation several times already. Both Dad and I were actually strongly opposed to Nanami joining the SFD in the first place. Even so, she didn't let us sway her and joined the ORG as a support agent. Organization, probably. I'm a fucking moron.
今さらそんなこと言い出すなんて、本当に変なの。
Seeing you so happy these past 2 days reminded me. Personality-wise, you also aren't really cut out for violence. I get a little worried that you're forcing yourself to do something you don't want to.
心配性。 というより過保護かな。私は無理なんてしてないってば。むしろサトルくんが危険な仕事に行ったりしてるのを知ってるのに、部屋でおとなしく待ってる方が神経すり減りそう。
mean I can understand
そ
that.
れに辞めるって言っても簡単に辞められるような職場じゃないってことはサトルくんだって知ってるはずだよ。
Right.
だから今のままでいいの。ダメな兄を見捨てるほど冷たい妹じゃないよ。まあサトルくんが私を役立たずとか思ってるのなら仕方ないかもしれないけど。
No, I don't. I just told you I'm incredibly thankful that I have you. How should I put it? I just don't want you to feel like you have to work in such a shady line of work. Even if you're not in the SFD, you'll still be my little sister.
もしかしてさっきから変なこと聞くなぁと思ってたけど、私が昔のことを気にして働いていると思ってる？
Explain, please.
目をそらすってことはやっぱりそうなんだ。過保護すぎるよ。私だっていい年なんだよ。物事を自分で考えられるし自分で決められる。働くって決めたのは自分で決めたこと。昔とは全然違うから心配なんて必要ないよ。
Alright, that's all I wanted to know. Sorry for bringing that up.
本当だよ、まったく。そもそもサトルくんは私の心配よりも自分の心配をしないと。いくら妹でも老後の面倒までは見ないからね。
Well, whatever happens, happens.
適当だな。
Well, let's hurry up. The others are waiting on us to start the party.
それでは打ち上げの挨拶は二条院さんよろしくお願いします。
Oh, so they're doing the party in Maya's route. Okay, just, don't check your browser history.
どうして私が？
寮長だから？
全然説明になってない。そういうの苦手なのに。
Eugene must have realized it wouldn't be good to drag this out any further. With a visible reluctance, she gets up slowly and runs her gaze across the faces before her.
お忙しい中お集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。本日は発表祭の成功を祝う集まりでありまして。
結婚式？なんかすごく固い挨拶ですね。
だから苦手だと言ったじゃないか。
そんなかしこまらなくていいんだよ。軽く一言、それで乾杯の温度ぐらいで十分だってば。
そうなんですか？それなら最初からそう言ってほしかったです。平の恥をかいてしまった。それでは気を取り直して。飲み物はみんなに渡っているな。
ええ、みんな持っていますよ。
それじゃあ発表祭お疲れ様でした。そして喫茶店の好評を祝して乾杯！乾杯！
Cheers! You're not drinking beer.
おお、いい飲みっぷりですね。
You're not drinking beer!
みんなでワイワイとこんな楽しい雰囲気なのは久々でついね。
もしかして式部先輩が飲んでるのお酒じゃないんですか？
違うよ、ジュースだよ、麦ジュース。最初の一杯といえばやっぱりこれでしょう。
いくら私でもそんな定番な言い方ではごまかされませんよ。
バックログ画面だね。
寮内でしかも真っ昼間から寮長として見過ごすわけには。そもそもどうして買ってきてしまったんだ。
For the record, we had nothing to do with this.
普通のジュースとお菓子しか買ってきてません。
She probably already had it. I mean, this is her room we're in.
たまーに部屋で飲むこともあるんだけど、
So she is actually
楽し
drinking.
い雰囲気で飲むと全然違うね。進む
So she is actually drinking beer. My year just became better. My year just became better. My year just became better.
なー。いいじゃない、これぐらい。今日は打ち上げなんだから、楽しい時間を過ごさないとね。
それは。
Eugene looks frowningly at the rest of us. She's probably afraid of being too much of a spoil sport by putting her foot down here.
わかりました。今日は私も何も言いません。
そうこなくっちゃ。ありがとう、二条院さん。
ですが、この部屋の中だけですからね。酔っ払ったまま外を歩き回ったりしないでくださいよ。
わかってるよ。そもそもこんな麦ジュースごときで酔わないというよりも酔えないってば。
すでにあから顔なのは気のせいでしょうか。
フローチャート画面だね。
Still hidden jealousy. Kyo and I watch out. Watch on with drinks in hand.
賑やかなもんだね。黒字で終わって。というか、大成功して本当に良かった。
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
それもこれも能力の家具と水着というアイディアのおかげかな。
おっと、ななみちゃんの料理の美味しさを忘れてやいませんか、そう先輩。私？
そうだった。失礼しました。
はい、いえ。というか、そんな全然大したものじゃないですから。
謙遜しなくていいですよ。本当に美味しかったんですから。いくら物珍しい出し物でも肝心の料理が美味しくなければあそこまで集客はできなかったでしょうね。
いや、でも普通に作っただけなのに褒められるとくすぐったいです。
それぐらい美味しかったということだ。胸を張っていいと思うぞ。
ありがとうございます。ななみちゃんって料理なら何でも作れるの？何でもって言われると困るんだけど、専門的な料理じゃなく家庭で作れるようなものならレシピがあれば作れるかな、多分。じゃあ得意料理は？得意料理？得意なんだろう。
How about gyoza? You make everything yourself, wrappers included, right?
あれは得意っていうか、
They come out super crispy and the filling is just amazing. Nice and juicy.
手間をかけてるんだね。
小難しいものじゃなくて結構簡単なんですよ。
簡単といっても数を作るとなると大変じゃないですか？
時間は多少かかりますけど黙々と作業に没頭できますから、やってると気持ちも落ち着けることができます。
気持ちを落ち着ける？
She used to make gyoza whenever she was upset. She'd just go in the kitchen, shut out everything, and use it as a way to vent stress. The more upset she was, the more gyoza she'd end up making. And the worst part was, if you didn't finish them all, that only make her even more mad.
それは怒ることがそんなにあったってことですか？
そんなに大した話じゃないんですけど。
Usually it'd be after we had a fight. She had a fight with me over something, or our dad. She'd then walk into the kitchen all huffily, make the gyoza, and me and Dad would eat all of them. It was our family's way of reconciling after a fight. It's a unique form of communication to our little adopted family. After all, it can be hard sometimes when you haven't been together since birth.
なんか家の事情を話すのって恥ずかしい。そう？どこの家にもあると思うよ、そういう家ルールって。それならいいんだけど。
On that note, when Nanami brought up that she also wanted to work for the SFD after I initially joined, both Dad and I told her no. She didn't like that one bit, and to vent her frustration, she made gyoza that night. The gyoza continued day after day until Dad and I finally yielded. If memory serves me, that gyoza hell lasted for close to 2 weeks. Not eating them out of protest was also not an option, as that only served to further fuel her anger, which of course resulted in an increased production of gyoza. Pretty sure the whole house must have reeked of garlic during that time period. All of us, too. It was a test of endurance, and in the end, me and Dad lost.
餃子いいね。話を聞くだけで食べたくなっちゃう。麦ジュースにもよく合うしね。
すでに酔ってませんか、式部先輩。
酔ってるわけないよ。何言ってるの？
She is so drunk.
それならいいんですが。
ああいうのって結構作る人の個性が出るよね。ななみちゃんは何かオリジナルのレシピとかあるの？
オリジナルじゃありませんけど、鶏ガラスープを入れたりはしてましたね。ジューシーな感じになるので。でも驚いた。サトルくん、私の餃子のことを覚えててくれたんだ。
Obviously. There's no way in hell I could forget them after literally eating a metric ton of them.
サトルくんもお父さんもいつも美味しいとしか言ってくれないから。
Well, there's no room for complaint. It's just that simple.
相変わらずベタ褒めですね。
I mean, in terms of pure taste, professional chefs probably make better food. But you season the food just the way I like it. That's why I personally love the food you make most, Nanami.
そうなんだ。褒めてくれるのは嬉しいけど、つくづく心配になるな。
Why so?
そのシスコンっぷりがちゃんと妹離れできるのかな。
Oh, please, I'm an independent man. I can live without my little sister.
食べかすつけたままで言っても説得力ないよ。
Really?
ほら、こっち向いて。
Okay.
はい、取れた。
Thanks.
まだ動かないで。少し油で汚れてるから。
Okay. I say, stay still like a good boy and later take care of me.
これで綺麗になった。食べ終えたなら手を拭いた方がいいよ。はい、お手拭き。拭き終わったらこっちでもらうから。あ、コップ空だね。お茶飲む？サトルくんはウーロン茶だよね。
He's just sitting there like I can literally do all of these things myself. Sure, thanks.
ほんと手間がかかるんだから、早く妹離れしてくれないと。
I want to function without you. She's just fucking drunk up there.
なんですか？
ななみちゃんってすぐにお兄さんをシスコン扱いするけど、ななみちゃんも十分ブラコンだよね。
そんなことないよ。
サトルは妹離れしてないかもしれないけど、ななみちゃんも兄離れができてない感じだよね。
そう、先輩まで。
むしろシスコンと言っているのはただの照れ隠しなんじゃないだろうか。
She cracked the code.
ありえますね、それ。
私は全然お兄ちゃんのことなんて別に全然何でもないですから。あ、やっぱりだ。普段はサトルくんって呼ぶけど、時たまお兄ちゃんって呼ぶよね。それは。
もしかして人前ではサトルくんで、二人きりだとお兄ちゃんと呼んでるんですか？
違いますってば。
そんなに気にしなくても別にからかったりしませんよ。
兄弟なんだからお兄ちゃんって呼ぶのは普通のことだと思うよ。
仲がいいのはいいことじゃないか。
普段からサトルくんですってば。ただたまに子供の頃の癖が出ちゃうってだけで。とにかく 私はブラコンじゃありません。
Can somebody sell bullshit? And I'm not a siscon.
似た者兄弟。
こういうのって自覚してない方がガチっぽいよね。
私はただ食べかすをつけたままだとみっともないから世話を焼いてるだけで、別に私は
じゃあ今度は私がサトルくんのお世話してあげる。
Huh? What do you... Hey, senpai! Right in there. Right in there. Just fucking...
いい子いい子。
Head first. Just fucking beautiful swan dive.
ワンパフパフだ。
She puts my face in her bosom like she did that one time and gently rubs my head. Her face is flushed red and she's acting oddly jolly. If she's acting this lightheaded, it can only mean one thing. She's drunk off her ass right now! Can't get drunk off a barley juice, eh?
酔ってないよ。全然酔ってない。
Says every drunk person ever!
いつの間にそんなに飲んだんだ？
Man, look, well, last I looked, she was still on her first
は
can.
いはい、騒がない騒がない。落ち着いて。よしよし。サトルくんはかわいいな。
She proceeds to push my head down even stronger. Consequently, I can feel more of her breasts. Man, this is really amazing.
お姉さんがお世話してあげるからね。
Yes, I'm sure you are, thank you. So can you please let go of me now? I doubt she even hears me. All I get for a response is her goofy snicker. Guess I'm stuck here. I find myself at a loss for what to do, but thankfully none of me takes quick action. She wedges her slender arm in between me and Senpai and applies a bit of force.
ありゃりゃ、離されちゃった。
しきべ先輩、お水を飲んでください。お水。
ありがとう、ななみちゃん。冷たくておいしい。
まったく。バックログ画面だよ。
Let's try that again.
まったく。サトルくんのスケベ。
Of course, she immediately blames him. Hey, I was a victim.
逃げずに感触を楽しんでたくせに。
Look, alright, I just figured that if I tried too hard to resist, someone might get hurt.
その割には鼻の下を伸ばしてるように見えたけど。
You didn't see anything.
ふーん。気のせいね。
先輩、ちょっとペースが早すぎるんじゃないですか？
そうかな。でもそうかも。こんな雰囲気はとっても久しぶりだからつい楽しくなっちゃって、なんか心も体もふわふわしちゃってる。
体がふわふわしているのは酔っているからだと思いますが。
もう少し水を飲んだ方がいいですよ、先輩。
そんなに心配しなくても平気だってば。それよりもほら、せっかくの打ち上げなんだから、みんなもっと楽しまないと。もう一回乾杯しようか。って私のコップが空だった。ジュースムッキジュース。
ダメです。今日はもう普通のジュースだけです。
二条院さんのいける。
何を言うんですか。決してそんな嫌がらせではありません。
そうだね。一杯でそれなら泥酔するとどうなるか。
仕方ない。じゃあ私は水で我慢するとして、改めて乾杯だ。はーい、乾杯。乾杯。
Cheers! Our party resumes after the clanking of our glasses. We exchange friendly banter, teasing, and at times we end up tending to the drunk Mayu. All in all, it's just light-hearted fun. I find myself really enjoying this atmosphere here with all my friends. And I realize now, my life used to be seriously dreary. Also,
それはないよ、千咲ちゃん。
it's the first time I've seen Nanami have so much fun hanging out with friends, like a normal girl her age. The way she's smiling and laughing is a bit different, how she acts around her family.
サトルくん、どうかした？
Oh, nothing. She and I have both been through a lot in life, and I'm glad we ended up in Kika Academy. That's really done so much for the both of us. That's the thought I have when I watch Nanami smile like this. As it turns out, time truly does fly when you're having fun. By the time Maya finally managed to sober up, the sun was beginning to set.
こんな時間か。
本当だ。こんなに時間が経ってたなんて気づかなかった。
そろそろお開きにしましょうか。
そうだね。いつまでも騒いでるわけにもいかないしね。
寂しいですけど、今度こそ発表祭は終わりなんですね。でも、いい経験ができました。本当にありがとうございました。
こちらこそ、千咲さんがいてくれたから、接客もスムーズにできたんです。
力になれたならよかったです。
じゃあ、締めの一言を二条院さんお願いできるかな？また私ですか？初めの挨拶をした人が最後を締める。その方がいいと思ったんだけど、ダメ？
それは、簡単な一言くらいでしたら。
うん、十分だよ。
それでは、これで打ち上げも終わって、発表祭も終了となる。私は、できれば来年もみんなで出し物をして、またこうしてみんなで集まれたらと思う。そういうわけで、お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様でし
Thank you!
た。苦手っていう割には
Whoops, fuck.
ありがとうございます。
バックログ画面だね。苦手っていう割にはなかなかいい挨拶だったよ、二条院さん。
ありがとうございます。まあ、周りに見知った人だけで短い挨拶でしたから。
でも来年もってことは、お姉さんはまた留年することになっちゃうね。
そうだった。違うんです。そういう意味ではなくて。いえ、可能なら先輩も一緒に参加してほしいんですが。
冗談だってば、別に気にしてるわけじゃないよ。ついツッコミを入れたくなっちゃっただけ。
Maybe she isn't fully sober yet.
だから挨拶なんて苦手なん
だ。だから冗談だってば。本当にいい挨拶だった。
それならいいんですが、あまり意地悪をしないでください。
ごめんごめん。
それじゃあ、片付けをしないと。
そうですね。
いいよ。これぐらいなら一人でできるってば。
場所を提供してもらった上に、押し付けるのはさすがに申し訳ない。
押し付けちゃったら気になります。
片付けをするまでが打ち上げってやつですよ。
We'll get it done in a jiff if we all do it together.
じゃあ、お願いしようかな。
We picked up and threw away all the cups and snacks. After taking care of the trash, we also did a quick cleaning of the floor. Once all that was over with, our party approached its end.
今日は楽しかった。みんなで集まってワイワイするのはやっぱり楽しいね。それに普段は見られないような面白いものが見られたりするしね。
Thank God I don't have to censor this. Also, I don't get why this soundtrack is apparently making her so popular.
面白いもの？例えば今日だと酔っ払った式部先輩だったり、抱きしめられて狼狽してる有原先輩だったり、そんな先輩の世話を焼くななみちゃんだったり。ななみちゃんって海外しいよね。それは本当に違うの。いつもこんなことしてるわけじゃないんだから。はいはい、わかったわかった。その言い方絶対信じてくれてない。だってななみちゃん、お兄さんのことが好きでしょ？わあ、大丈夫、ななみちゃん。
How did you do a spit take while not even drinking anything?
大丈夫じゃない。いきなり千咲ちゃんが変なこと言うからむせちゃったよ。好きじゃないの？見てればわかるよ。そりゃ嫌ってるわけじゃないけど、それはあくまで家族として、妹の責任として、しょうがなく面倒を見てるだけ。恥ずかしがってるだけなのか、自覚なしなのか。そう、最初は面倒を見てるだけだった。でもいつの間にか胸を焦がすような思いへ変化を遂げる。ダメ、私たちは兄弟なんだから。禁断の思いに妹は苦悩しながらも、兄への気持ちは膨らむばかり。ダメなのに好き。そんな妹の気持ちに気づかず、お兄ちゃんは他の女の子と仲良くするばかり。そしてついに気持ちが爆発。お兄ちゃんどいて、そいつ殺せない。千咲ちゃん、面白がってるでしょ。ごめんなさい。今のはちょっと調子に乗りすぎました。謝ります。でもそんな風に見えたのは本当だよ。お兄さんのことが好きなのかなって。あ、家族としてじゃなく男の人として。そんなわけないよ。だって悟くんだよ。あの悟くんなんだよ。かっこいいと思うけど。家では結構だらしなくて、私が起こさないといけないんだから。そういうダメダメな姿ばっかり見てきたのに、そんなのありえないよ。そうなの？そうだよ。自分の気持ちなんて確認するまでもなく分かってる。私は悟くんのことが好きなんだよね。これが。
Like, no. Just, anyways, good night. Fuck! I didn't need Chizaki to point it out to me. I'm very much aware of it. Trust me. It's nothing new for me. I've been in love with him ever since we came to the school.
意識しないように気をつけてきたのに。
This all happened as a result of what Chizaki said to me earlier in the bath. These feelings I've kept sealed tight within my chest are pouring out like water bursting through a dam. These feelings of love and affection are flowing out in full force. I've always told myself I'd be satisfied as long as I got to be with him. He was never one to have many friends, especially not among girls. However, that's changed for him over the course of living here at Geek Academy. He's good friends with Ayase, Nijuin, Shikibe, and even Chizaki. Don't forget Suo. Don't forget Kyohe. just to spite Kyohe. Name him as well.
悟くんが誰かと仲良くなるのはいいこと。それは私だって応援したい。
I was always prepared for the day when someone else would take my place by his side.
はずなのに。
Aside of him getting hooked by Shikibe earlier, I really did not like that. I just hope that I end up not liking Nanami too much, since then suddenly Ayasa's route will be somewhat painful, since we now know that. I'm glad that her route is the second to last one, since this does mean in every single route she's at some point liked him, So if I were to somehow come to like Nanami even a little bit, despite the whole incest thing, which isn't actually a thing since they're both adopted, but they still go about with the whole fucking annoying ass Oni-chan. Like, honest to God, I would not have any kind of issue with Nanami's character if that wasn't if they end up dropping the Oni-chan as soon as possible, or only using it teasingly, or like as a get out of jail G for free card. I don't know why I decided to roll the dice when one of them turned into a fucking nat 1. I'll beat you like the bitch you are. That one isn't 15 now, so yeah, masochistic dice. I mentioned it in another video. Anyways, ignore that. Like, if they're gonna like completely drop the whole brother thing, I probably wouldn't even fucking mind, because then I can just like completely get it out of my head, just ignore it. However, this music right now is rather nice. That's like the emotional version of the sympathy. Like, that is indeed a nice soundtrack. You can see how someone would like a character for this soundtrack. Anyways, if that is indeed what I think it is. Of course, I have nothing against Shikibe herself. It's just that I couldn't help but feel irrationally angry at Satoru getting all touchy-feely with another girl.
私たちは兄弟なんだから。
He's my brother and I'm his sister. Sure, that's only on paper. We're not actually blood related or anything. So we could technically get married legally. That's a thing. That's a thing in Japan? Is that an actual thing in Japan? Remember that, and I believe he is as well. Still though...
絶対私のこと女として見てないよね、サトル君って。
When we first met, he and I were complete strangers. It took a lot of work, but eventually we became family. We became brother and sister. I doubt our relationship would have gotten to the point it is now if he registered me in his mind as a member of the opposite sex. Bullshit! Why did my phone suddenly light up? The fuck? Something happened. Weird. No. As we found out early in this route, this is bullshit. In all honesty, I was super happy back then that he'd accepted me as a sister. Don't regret that happening, of course. But it's just a tad frustrating for me right now.
私が妹じゃなかったら好きになってくれたのかな。
Like, I think I had mentioned before how, like, a route like this where they legitimately like lament the fact that their family has actually the potential to be good. But the problem I have with a lot of the little sister routes is that it feels like they're fetishizing the fact that you're fucking your little sister. That's the problem I have with a lot of the little sister routes. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. But if they're like legitimately made an intriguing story about both of them just starting to loathe the fact that they have to be related, even if it's not by blood, like, that could make an intriguing story. What I'm trying to say is, stop trying to fantasize about fucking your little sisters, Japan. I'm gonna have to like I have to like in some way become the chancellor of Japan and pass a law that makes it so no one is allowed, that like no people are allowed to interact with their little sisters anymore because they need protection apparently. Anyways, since I'm a sister, I don't ever have to worry about him leaving me. My family, so he'll always be a part of my life. Doesn't matter if I'm only a sister, I'm fine with that. If he gets a girlfriend, I'll congratulate him and give their relationship my blessing as a sister.
そう 納得してたはずなのにな。
If he'd only gotten himself a girlfriend instead of dawdling around. Should I would have gotten to this point. I would have been able to accept it, just like I had always told myself I would. I think so, at least. Would have been genuinely happy for him. Yeah, probably. Most likely I would have been happy, I think. Or so I'd like to think.
でも、あんな風にイチャイチャするようなのを見ると、もやもやしてきちゃうよ。
In all fairness, it's not like we're actually going out. Because of that, a faint hope wells up within. Like they're actually going out. Because of that, a faint hope wells up within me. I still have a chance.
私たちは兄弟なのに。兄弟じゃなかったら。いやでも、それだとサトルくんと出会うこともなくなっちゃうのか。私、どうしたらいいのかな。お兄ちゃん。
I feel so incredibly restless and my heart won't stop aching. Maybe we should just tell him how I feel and get it over with.
サトルくんは、お兄ちゃんじゃなくなっちゃう。
Regardless of whether he rejects me or not, there's no way our relationship would remain that of normal siblings. Like, this is actually well written. She's legitimately agonizing over this, while in every other route they're just like, we do not care, let's fuck. Like, she's actually agonizing over this. This is the first I've fucking seen. And everything else, they're literally just like, nope, why should I give a shit? Which is bad.
そんな勇気があるなら、こんな風に悩んだりしてないよね。こういうのが、心が知事に乱れるってことなのかな。もう、明日からどんな顔して、サトルくんに会えばいいの？リドルジョーカー。
After waking up at the regular time, I slowly raise my body. It's another sunny day, and I'm feeling
フロー
good.
チャート画面だよ。
Unforeseen trouble? Oh no. Anyways, I guess that goes to show how my body is now fully acclimated to life
バッ
here.
クログ画面だ。
I already read that. I'm a moron. There's no lingering drowsiness. I feel refreshed and wide awake. Right, time to go jogging. Alright, I think that's good enough.
さすがだな、有原くんは。
How so?
こうして走っても、息を切らすこともないじゃないか。
Well, it's the same distance we always do, and it's not like we were running really fast or anything. You don't seem very exhausted either.
それでも、息くらいは切れている。私もそれなりには体力に自信があったんだが、少し悔しいな。
Must be a result of the training I went through when I started working in the SFD. I'd experienced my fair share of brawls as a kid, which gave me confidence in my physical prowess, but that confidence was shattered to pieces almost immediately. Man, I was some rough training. No need to feel bad about it. It's not like we're having a competition here or anything.
それはそうなんだが、同じ距離を走ったのに、ケロリとされているとな。
Well, we were running at my usual pace. Well, we were running at my usual pace, and that might have played a big role. Let's run at your pace next time. Who knows, maybe the roles will be reversed if you do that.
返答に余裕があるな、有原くんは。
You think?
やはり七海くんという妹がいるから、精神的に大人なんだろうか。
Can't say I'm really aware of it myself. If I was still the troublemaker I was as a kid, I wouldn't be here attending Cake Academy like I am now. The person who largely helped me grow out of that phase and mature as a person was my dad, who adopted me. And without a doubt, Nanami too. She was always by my side. Actually, now that I think about it, you may be right. If I come across as comic or boast, I likely owe that to my family. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but I used to be really rowdy, like a stray dog. Vented my frustrations on everyone and everything around me. That was all I knew. I was constantly looking to jump at people's throats, I should be. Nanami is the one who tamed me, I guess you could say.
それはまた随分と仰々しい言い方だな。
Yeah. Recollect the words I just said. If I come across as calm and collected, I likely owe that to my family. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but I used to be really rowdy, like a stray dog. Nanami was the one who tamed me, I guess you could say. Oh crap, did I really blurt out something that embarrassing?
てっきりわざと大行な言い方をしているのかと思ったが、なんだ、天然だったのか。
Forget everything I just told you?
何を言うんだ。今の言葉からは妹に対する有原くんの気持ちが感じられたぞ。優しくて温かくてとても素晴らしい思いだと思う。うんうん。
Well, I guess it's fine if you don't think it's weird or anything.
野良犬とか人間らしくなれたなんて恥ずかしい言葉を自然に口にする。それほど大切な存在というわけだな。
You do think it's weird!
だがナナミくんを大事に思っているのが分かったのも本当だ。恥ずかしがる必要はない。いやむしろ今の言葉をナナミくん本人に教えてあげた方がいいくらいだ。きっと彼女も喜ぶぞ。
Please don't, I'm begging you. She'll make fun of me non-stop, creepy, stupid, this and that. I'll never hear the end of it.
ナナミくんならそんなバカにするようなことはないと思うがな。
Seriously, please don't tell her.
分かった。人の嫌がることをするつもりはない。安心してくれ。
Thanks.
ん？話をすれば。
That is returned from our job. We spot Nanami walking down. She looks a little glum. Wait, her face looks pale too.
ナナミくん。
はあ、二条院先輩。と、サトルくん。
Everything alright? You don't look too good.
そう？そんな風に見えるかな。
Doesn't she, Nijuin?
ああ、本当に大丈夫か？体調が悪いなら無理はしない方がいいと思うが。
平気ですよ。最近寝つきが悪いだけですから。
単純な寝不足だからといってあまり軽く考えすぎない方がいい。睡眠不足によって心身の健康が損なわれるのはままあることだ。
はい、気をつけます。
そもそも寝不足になった理由は何だ？何か悩み事か？私でよければ相談してくれていいぞ。
ありがとうございます。でもそのお気持ちだけで十分ですから。遠慮とかしているわけではないですよ。本当気にしないでください。
そうか、わかった。他のことでも何かあればいつでも言ってくれ。
はい、ありがとうございます、二条院先輩。
I doubt it's anything serious enough that you'd need counseling for. Let me guess, you went to sleep on an empty stomach or something and spent the night agonizing. Fuck.
バックログ画面だよ。
Agonizing over whether to get out of bed and eat something or not.
一体誰のせいだと。
What did I do?
だからサトルくんが
What?
なんでもない。
You can't just leave me hanging after that. It's gonna bother me like crazy now.
気にしないでいいよ。それよりもお二人はこんな時間から一緒で一体何を？
Did I mention my morning jogs to you before? We were out doing that.
二条院先輩と一緒に？
My eyebrow keeps twitching and I'm going to shoot it!
私も体を動かすのは好きだからな。とはいえ、趣味で朝から運動をしている者は他にいないんだ。一人で走るより誰かと走る方が楽しいからな。タイミングが合う時には一緒に走らせてもらっているんだ。
そうなんだ。昨日だけじゃないんだ。サトルくん、私の知らないところで先輩たちと仲良くしてるんだ。サトルくんがちゃんと人付き合いをするのはいいこと。それはいいことだって分かってるのに、やっぱり胸がモヤモヤってするよ。
Well, you are acting weird. Why don't you take the day off and rest up in your room? I can inform your teacher for you.
悪化する前に早めに休んだ方がいいと私も思うぞ。
意地を張ってるわけじゃないですから。ちょっと眠いだけで体調には問題ないんです。
そうか、それならいいんだが、本当に無理だけはするんじゃないぞ。
はい、ありがとうございます。それよりも先輩、早く着替えて準備をした方がいいんじゃないですか？
そうだな。それじゃあ私はこれで。今日もありがとう、有原くん。
So, catch you in class later. Talking to her. So, are you really okay?
だから大丈夫だってば。嘘なんてついてないよ。
Alright.
ほんと心配性だな、サトルくんは。
It's only natural for a brother to worry about his little sister. Oh, I almost forgot. I quickly scanned the room. No one here but us. Alright, we should be able to discuss this. Bring my face close and whisper into your ear. We got a new mission. If you're not feeling too well, I can ask to push it back to another day.
私は本当に平気。信じてくれていいよ。
If she's sad about this and ended up making a blunder during the mission because of it, she would not only create problems for me, but for the SFD as a whole. She no doubt understands that. So with that taken into consideration, it should be safe to take her word for it. Okay, tonight it is then.
準備しておくよ。それで、今日の任務は？
Just the same old, same old. Get into the Ames database, check something. Take you to the lab room like always, and then it's gonna be all you.
了解。それで今日は何を調べればいいの？
Everything they have on file for a man named Kamon Toshiyuki.
例の規制派組織の連中なんだが、まだ全員を確保できたわけじゃない。あと3人残っている。こいつらがちょっと手間でな。どうやら鷲津研究都市にいるらしいことまでは判明したんだが。
Did they flee here?
いや、もともと任務でそちらに潜伏していたらしい。こっちで掴んでいる情報も古い。名前や経歴を変えて、もしかしたら顔すら変えているかもしれない。今も鷲津に残っているかは微妙なんだが、足取りを追うしかない。
Who is this Kamon Toshiyuki person then?
組織に所属をしているわけではないらしいが、連中とつながりはあったようだ。情報屋というか調達屋というか、自身もすねに傷を持っている。素直に情報を提供してはくれないだろう。場合によっては荒ごとに発展することも、というかその可能性が非常に高い。その能力によっては対策もしておかないとうちの隊員の命にも関わる。
If he's an Astro, wouldn't the anti-Astron movement not even associate with him?
攻撃系じゃないにしても能力で逃げられると厄介だ。頼んだぞ。
Got it. So yeah, that's the gist of it.
それって、もしかして最後の腹いせに綾瀬先輩を狙ってくる可能性も。
Guess you can't rule the possibility out entirely, but I'd say it's unlikely. There's a little reason for them to go after Mitsukaze at this point in time. The organization has already lost their backing, so logically you'd assume that they'd keep a low profile. Although people do sometimes tend to act irrationally when driven into a corner, which is why we gotta snag them as fast as we can. She stares at me in bewilderment for a brief second as I hold my hand out to her. What's wrong? Come on. After urging her on, she then grasps my hand back. Are you feeling sick?
そんなことないよ。心配させてごめん。でも仕事に影響を及ぼすようなことはないから。
Alright.
じゃあ行こう。
Yeah. Pull her hand and... I pull her hand and bring her close to me as we sneak through the night. Doesn't seem like we've been seen.
セキュリティの方にも異常は検知されてないよ。
Good. So let's make a beeline for the lab room. Alright, we're in.
気づかれた様子もないよ。
Perfect. Time for you to do your thing.
了解。ちょっと待って。
Nanami proceeds to hack into Naeem's database, like we've done countless times prior. Unfortunately, with tech stuff, there's nothing I can help with. Accordingly, I stand silently, watching her work her magic while staying on the lookout for anyone approaching the lab. Really? This is what I always do when we come here. But I'll stop if you want me to.
侵入できたら呼ぶね。
Gotcha. Step back and move over to the window to keep an eye on what's happening outside. Like we thought, they don't seem to have noticed us. There's nothing out of the ordinary going on. Security people are patrolling the campus in pairs. Lucky for us, they don't ever enter the school building itself since it's protected by a security system. All those people are in charge of is monitoring the campus. It's probably safe to assume that they hardly ever even look up. Being said, there's no reason for us to take unnecessary risks. Making sure I remain well hidden from my position near the window, I wait for Nanami's signal. Huh? All of a sudden I notice a small light approaching the school building. Are the security guards? No, that one makes sense. Considering the time, can't be another student either. In which case, teacher coming to the faculty room. It's Mayu. Are you almost done, Nanami?
もう少しで侵入できるはずだけど。何？もしかして問題が起きた？
I hadn't figured out who or why, but someone just entered the building.
校舎のセキュリティが一部解除されてる。
However you can, we need to be prepared even in the unlikely event that they come to this room.
わかった。名前はカモン俊之だったよね。
Yeah.
あったこの人だ。
Come on, Toshiyuki, male, 28 years old. He's been involved in some rather shady dealings, to put it mildly. Not that I'm one to talk. Log data reveals that the police records have been updated multiple times. His astral ability is clairvoyance, so he's able to view things over large distances. Doesn't seem like an ability that would pose any problems for us. Then again, he could catch on to our raid in advance and use the time to flee. Make sure to also store all other data in my memory, such as his I make sure to also store all other data in my memory, such as his address, among other things. Alright, I got everything we need. Need to pull out whenever you are.
了解。
Try not to panic too hard and leave behind any footprints.
わかってる。
After returning the tablet to Nanami, I move over to the door rather than the window this time. Sharpen my senses with my ability and listen for any sounds out in the hallway.
しかし大変ですね。こんな時間に校舎に戻ってこなきゃいけないとは。 申し訳ありません。お手数をおかけして。
Oh, it's actually the teacher. Looks like I was right to be cautious. People are approaching.
気にしないでください。これも仕事です。それに嫌味で言ったつもりもありませんから。本当に大変だと思っただけですよ。
お気遣いありがとうございます。ですが今回は教師の仕事ではありません。アストラルの研究に関することですよ。
The male definitely belongs to a security guard. In addition, there seems to be a woman accompanying him. Why sounds familiar? I think it's Kakimoto.
やっぱり大変な仕事だ。教師に加えて研究までしなくちゃならないなんて。
確かに楽ではありませんが、アストラルの研究にここほどうってつけの場所もありませんから。それに研究をする分、教師の仕事は他の教育機関に比べると配慮されています。こんな時間にいるのも私が霧のいいところまで進めておきたいだけです。強制されているわけではありませんよ。
それで今日は忘れ物でしたっ
け？ええ、必要な資料を学生に渡したままにしてしまって。
She's coming here, she's coming here.
確認したところ研究室に置いてあるということで、部屋に入ることはすでに伝えてあります。
Oh shit, they're coming here. Are you done?
今終わった。
Leaving through the door now would be way too dangerous. Can you skip to the window then? Wait, then the window would be open. That. Damn it, we're out of time. We'll hide.
でも隠れるって。
Shh, don't make any sounds. Pull her into my arms and hide myself behind a shelf. Once I can lay the door unlocks and the two people walk inside.
何ですか？
ああ、いえ。今何かの影を見たような。
影ですか？
Upon hearing that, security guy starts looking around, after slowly wandering his eyes over every inch of the
特
room.
に異常はありませんが。
Can we actually see anything? Nope.
なら気のせい。もしくは幽霊でしょうか。
よしてください。脅かしっこなしですよ。真っ暗な校舎ってのはただでさえ不気味なのに。
すみません。冗談です。急に明るくなったせいでしょう。
Looks like we're in the clear. Thank goodness for our uniform stealth function. Now there we go, that's the actual one. Holding Nanami-Route in my arms, I heave a sigh of relief inside my
それで
mind.
先生、その資料というのは。
彼女は机の上に置いたままだと言っていましたが。
Going by what I've overheard, it would be safe to assume that they'll be gone in a matter of minutes. We'll have to keep still and hush our breaths as much as possible until then. From the looks of it, Nanami doesn't need me to remind her of that. She's frozen up in my arms like a stone statue. It's not because she knows that she is not allowed to make a peep. I'm surprised for support agents, she has some real grit. No, she's just in fucking shock because you're embracing her right now. I thought she'd get a little more flustered, but yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. Panic! She got this one as well.
お気に入りボイスだよ。
No, let's just quickly delete this one. Yes. Then go back out.
画面だね。
Voice line that, then voice line that one.
吐息が耳を撫でるみたいで、匂いだって、近い。
Once my mind has processed what's happened, I try to pull away instinctively.
今はダメ。
Even though I understand that on a rational level, I'm unable to stop my body now that I've set it into motion, which results in... Satoru must have reacted to it. To stop me from jerking away, he embraces my body even tighter.
さらに密着して、心臓の鼓動まで届いてきそう。その場合、私がドキドキしてるのもバレちゃうかも。
I don't think he's currently capable of noticing that. He's probably way too focused on two people who could potentially, like, doom their life at the academy.
でも今は。
すみません、お待たせして。もう一冊必要なのですが、それが見つからなくて。
気にしないでください。先生の付き添いも仕事です。それにこうしてると巡回からは解放されますからね。どうぞごゆっくり。
お願いだから早くして。このままじゃバレちゃうよ。お兄ちゃんに抱きしめられて胸がドキドキしてること気づかれちゃう。って今はそんなことを考えてる場合じゃないのに、こんな風に抱きしめられたら。
Our bodies on fire. This has nothing to do with the physical warmth of our bodies being pressed up against each other. It's like my chest has been set ablaze. My entire face is red from ear to ear. If he sees, he's definitely gonna know why I'm blushing.
というか、もしかしてすでに気づかれてる可能性も。
You can tell how tense Satoru is. His body's as stiff as a board. Really are glued together right now. Glued together.
だからこんなこと考えてる場合じゃないんだってば。そっか。この状況ならドキドキしても不思議じゃない。いや、むしろ当然。
I mean, Satoru's super nervous too. So honestly, I don't need to worry about him noticing, right?
だったらいっそもっと近づいたっていいのかも。お兄ちゃん。
He's suddenly just like, what the fuck? Help! I have my arms around his back and hold him tight. His shoulders are so broad. I always thought he was on the slender side as far as guys go. But it's still pretty big. For him too. He feels so strong. Like back to Satoru. What the fuck is going on? My body already terribly hot begins heating up even more.
もうどうにかなっちゃいそう。どうにか
Stop playing around with the gun. I know I do these things sometimes. I just know I'm no longer capable of reason at this point. This boiling heat even seems to sear my brain. So I bend myself to this mind-numbing desire and press my body against him more strongly.
好き。私やっぱりお兄ちゃんのことが好き。一人の男の人として好き。愛してるよ、お兄ちゃん。
I can tell Nanami's anxious. She tightens her grip around my back further and presses herself against me strongly. Hoping to ease her fears, I embrace her back.
ありました。これですね。
Fucking idiot he is.
忘れ物はそれで全部ですか？
ええ、お手数をおかけしました。
では戻りましょうか。早く戻らないと先生が寝不足になるでしょうからね。
お気遣いありがとうございます。
They open the door and promptly exit the room. However, just to be on the safe side, I don't move yet. I prick my ears and listen to the sounds in the hallway. They seem to be moving away from us. Okay, looks like they're gone. You can relax now, Nanami. You listening, Nanami?
何？
They left. We're all clear now, so you can relax.
そっか。気づかれたわけじゃなくてよかった。
Also, something that's weird to me is that he always gets the report that his dad always contacts him, because you would assume that the support is the one who gets contacted about the missions. I loosed my hold on her and let her go. However, her arms still remain latched onto my back. I guess she must have really been frightened. She doesn't move an inch away from me. She has such a small and slender frame. I never really made any special note of it in the past, but Nanami is a girl. I can't forget. Even with her outfit on, her distinctly feminine curves are very visible. Stop. Man, she's so soft and warm. There's nothing like a guy's body. Ours are all stiff and hard. The biggest difference is definitely her boobs. They're smushed up right against my chest. Noticed this when we went swimsuit shopping that one time, but damn. She's really got a big rack for someone as petite as she is. Wait, what am I thinking? She's my sister. Being a siscon is bad enough, but now I sound like I just plain want to bone my sister. You're safe now, Nanami. You can relax. Very slowly she draws her body away from me. Her face looks a little different. Is that a sign of relief or what? Sign of the relief or what? Her cheeks are flushed red and her lips slightly parted. On top of that, her eyes are moist. Nanami has always been my darling little sister. But as I look at her now, the only thing I can think is, damn, she's hot! She's registered as a woman in my mind, and it's partly due to that expression on her face. Her heart is now pounding for a whole different reason than it was a minute ago. What am I thinking? What kind of creep gets sexual thoughts about when looking at their sister? She's not his sister. Just like, banish that from your thoughts. Just stop mentioning it. I'm trying to stop mentioning it. I'm trying to banish it from my fucking thoughts as well. I'm doing my fucking work with this, so you fucking can too. Oh, Nanami, are you okay?
平気だよ。ちょっと匂いとかぬくもりとかに酔っちゃっただけだから。
What?
なんでもない。気にしないで。本当平気だから。
Alright.
先生たちはもう行ったんだよね。すぐに戻る？
What about the security system?
まだセキュリティは解除されたままだね。
Let's wait until they reactivate it then.
そうだね。
Feigning composure, so I don't betray my agitation to her, I peer outside from next to the window. As I'm staring into the darkness of the night, my heart gradually begins to settle. I throw a cursory glance towards her.
ちょっと落ち着いてきたかも。
Her eyes are glued to her tablet. She doesn't seem concerned with what I'm doing at all. Doesn't seem like she noticed how flustered I got. Good. If she found out that I was having horny thoughts about looking at my own sister, she'd be like,
うげえ、キモ。ありえないから。キモすぎるから。
I can already hear it in my head. After that wave of reassurance comes, I return my attention to outside the window. A few seconds pass and I see a light. Said light continues to move away from the school building and heads in the direction of the research center. Looks like they've left the school building.
セキュリティも全部戻ってる。罠じゃないなら、校舎の中には私たちしかいないはずだよ。
Right. But just on the side of caution, let's wait a few more minutes before we head back to the dorm.
了解。
We decide to kill a bit more time inside Mayo's lab room. However... This is awkward.
なんか、手持ち無沙汰だね。
There's still unforeseen
フローチャート
circumstances,
画面
right?
だな。
Unforeseen trouble, I mean. Yeah, but we just gotta deal with it. We can't go rummaging around just cause we're bored.
も ちろんわかってるよ。
None of them stand. Why is there such an awkward air in the room? What do we usually talk about when we're alone with nothing to do? I don't really consciously think about what I want to say to her. And because of that, I'm having an awful time now. Spurred on by uneasiness, I move my gaze in her direction. She just happens to look at mine at the exact same time. As her eyes met, she smiles awkwardly and lets out a dry laugh. Likewise, I smile back and shrug my shoulders. I think we've waited long enough. Let's get going.
そうだね。
Yes, I have more than iced tea. I don't like that one too much. Yeah, but someone has to drink it. After entering Nanami's room, I slowly let her body down.
ありがとう、サトルくん。
No thanks needed. Dropping you back off here isn't my duty. Alright then, I'm headed to my room now. Don't stay up too late.
おやすみ。
Good night. I gave her a casual hand wave, then scaled the wall back down to my window. That was all AIM's database had on Kamonto Toshiyuki.
わかった。ご苦労だった。しかし、相手の能力が千里眼となると少し面倒だな。
Yeah, ambushing him's probably out of the question. After all, he can watch things from afar in real time.
カモンについてはこっちに任せろ。
Alright.
ただ、身柄を抑える際には人手が欲しい。千里眼が相手となると、こちらの動きも把握されかねないからな。ご詰めとしてお前たちの手を借りたい。
You got it. I'll be ready and waiting.
頼んだ。ちなみに生活はどうだ？変わりないか？
Yeah, nothing worthy of note. I'm enjoying myself like a normal high school student.
そうか。
Like a normal
それは
student.
何よりだ。それはレビーナインもか？
Yeah, she's not having any difficulties. She's got friends in her class and everything, so nothing much to worry about. Like me, she's living like a normal school student.
それなら安心だが、何の波風も立たずおとなしすぎるのはどうなんだ？
Excitement as in?
お前も男なら恋人とかせめて好きな女の子とかそういう相手はいないのか？
Crush on what?
おいおい、なんだ今の反応は。もしかしてお前好きな子でもできたのか？
No, there isn't.
隠すなよ。誰かを好きになるのは普通のことなんだから。うちだって恋人や結婚について禁止はしてない。まあ相手について調査はすることになるがな。
I'm not lying. It's just, I almost ended up choking because that question literally came out of nowhere.
ま、そういうことにしておこう。任務も大事だが、若いうちにもう少し他のことに目を向けた方がいい。仕事一筋すぎて気づいた頃には手遅れなんてのはよくある話だ。
I'll keep it in mind.
あ、紹介される日を楽しみにしているからな。
I just said I don't have anyone. Well, whatever, I have nothing else to report, and like I mentioned a second ago, we'll be ready to act whenever you need us to. Anything else to add?
いや、特にはないが。
Okay, goodbye then.
おい、ちょっと。
After ending the call, I placed my phone on the desk and heaved a heavy sigh. My secret's still safe, right? I saw a woman and my little sister and got flustered. The events from earlier are still fresh in my memory, which might be why when he said a girl you have a crush on, Nanami's face instantly popped up in my mind. Freaked out and panic, and Dad, sharp as he is, quickly caught notice. I can't tell anyone about this. My first crush is my own sister, I can't believe it. It's not the love you'd feel for a family member, nor the admiration you'd feel for a celebrity. What I felt back then was something that stirred my basement desires. It stirred my sex drive. It looked sexy in a way that I've never seen from her before. If I stop thinking about Satoru, that'll only make it worse. Just go to sleep, be out of my mind come morning. I do wonder, though, what's going on in Nanami's head right now?
サトルくんに抱きしめられた。抱きしめられちゃった。
All I do is recall it and my body starts heating up like a furnace. I've been trying to forget about it, but it's pointless. Everything just comes flooding back to me whenever I want to, whether I wanted to or not. His warm breath, that smell, his firm white shoulders.
あんなことされたら、もっと意識しちゃうよ。
Listen, I'm sorry about all the sniffling.
お兄ちゃん、大好き。
I'd bottled up these feelings years ago, but nothing will contain them now. The top is gone and everything inside just keeps pouring out and out. I mean, the top she doesn't mean like the cork or something. Like she literally just like look at this bottle. Look at this bottle. It's not that this is gone. This is gone. Nothing I do will stop it. Now that bottle has broken in my heart.
やっぱり納得なんてできない。好きなんだもん。お兄ちゃんのこと好きだから、他の人に渡したくなんてない。ずっとそばにいてほしい。兄弟としてじゃない。
Like, this is what I was talking about. She legitimately seems to be lamenting the fact that they're related. This is how you do it.
好きな相手として一緒の時間を過ごしてキスをしてそしてそれで
Once again, it is proven by this game. Somehow the girls are thirstier than the main character.
私何を想像して
The fact that I'm picturing myself doing these things with him is unbelievably embarrassing. But it's not something I can help. I love him in that kind of way.
サトルくんはどう思ってるだろう。お兄ちゃんにこんな感情を抱く妹は気持ち悪いって思われちゃうかな。
He may be a bit of a siscon, but I don't think he's ever looked at me in a sexual kind of way. Today, I would like to have a talk with you. Point in case, when he embraced me earlier, that was only this was only to lessen space and decrease our chances of being caught. But I wasn't thinking about that at all.
私が抱きしめ返したのは全然別の理由。
I wanted to feel his body, because of primarily sexual urges. There's no getting around it at this point. My body's reacting to it. My ears are practically burning up.
きっと顔も真っ赤になってるだろうな。やっぱり変に思ったかな、サトルくん。
It felt like there was a pressure building up in my head just now. That was weird. Although he didn't act noticeably different towards me, so in all likelihood he didn't notice.
服着替えよう。
If I take my panties off, I check inside them out of curiosity.
うわぁ、こんなになっちゃってる。ねえ、本当にこんな風になっちゃうものなんだ。別にいやらしいことされたわけじゃないのに。
Like she's just like, oh, my fucking god, it's like the Niagara Falls down there.
お兄ちゃんのぬくもりを感じただけでこんなに。
The sensation of his warmth still lingers on my body. It's like he's still right here, hugging me tight. I'm reaching around with my hands, hugging his back. My body heated up like a furnace a few minutes ago, then I was thinking about it. Now it's back! Getting really hot. She's gonna comfort herself, isn't she? Really cut off really abruptly there. Probably because the sex scene music would have started around that point. And then a scene of her just comforting herself would have started or something. That's at least my assumption. Anyways, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just want to see you next time. Bye-bye. I'm liking where this route is actually going. It legitimately feels like they're both lamenting the fact that they're siblings, and just honest to God, would prefer that not be the case. Which is good. If it goes in that direction, it's fucking fine. It's even great. It's even good. It's even good. It's fucking fresh for once. Instead of yes, we don't care. It's like it's not even an issue. Anyways, so yeah, bye.